Communication skill. It is a set of various skills that a person uses in his daily life in order to convey ideas and information to the people and parties around him. As this skill helps to communicate information in a correct and understandable manner by the other party, and it is either oral, gestural, or written skills. And this information must reach the other party in a correct way to be adequately responded to by them. The concept of communication also refers to the process of interaction and communication between two or more parties within the framework of several factors and influences, in order to ensure the success of the ability to explain ideas and present them to the other party in clear, explicit, understandable, taking into account the difference and variance between individuals or other parties. Types of communication skills. While most people think that communication with others is limited to verbal communication, there are 5 types of communication skills, and these types are verbal communication, nonverbal communication, written communication, visual communication, and listening. It is not limited only to verbal communication, as a person can communicate with others without uttering a single word through the body, its movements and gestures, as well as through communication through the eyes, listening, and accompanying physical reactions. Nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is described as the process of communicating meaning in the form of non-spoken messages. Some forms of nonverbal communication include touch, gesture, or body language, facial expressions, and eye contact. Communication is considered an object such as clothing, hairstyles, architecture, symbols, diagrams, tone of voice. Verbal communication. Effective verbal or spoken communication depends on a number of factors, and it must be combined with other interpersonal skills, such as nonverbal communication, listening and clarifying skills. And verbal spoken communication includes speeches, presentations, discussions, and aspects of interpersonal communication. The importance of communication skills. The ability to communicate effectively is one of the most important life skills to learn. Communication itself is defined as the transfer of information to achieve greater understanding. This can be done aloud, through verbal exchanges, through written media, books, websites, magazines, visually, using graphs, diagrams, maps, or non-verbally, body language, gestures, pitch, tone. All these communication media skills are basic soft skills that are necessary for a successful career. Having strong communication skills helps in all aspects of life, from professional life to personal life, and everything in between. And from a business point of view, all successful transactions result from successful communication. Good communication skills are necessary to allow others and yourself to understand information more accurately and quickly. In contrast, poor communication skills lead to frequent misunderstandings and frustration. And in a 2016 LinkedIn survey in the United States, communication skills topped the list of the most sought-after soft skills among employers. One of the most important things that communication skills achieve. Communication skills. It is a set of various skills that a person uses in his daily life in order to convey ideas and information to the people and parties around him. As this skill helps to communicate information in a correct and understandable manner by the other party, and it is either oral, gestural, or written skills. And this information must reach the other party in a correct way to be adequately responded to by them. The concept of communication also refers to the process of interaction and communication between two or more parties within the framework of several factors and influences, in order to ensure the success of the ability to explain ideas and present them to the other party in a clear, explicit, understandable, taking into account the difference and variance between individuals or other parties. Working hard to reduce disagreements and problems that may occur between individuals, and increase friendships in the work environment and in life in general, because miscommunication usually causes the creation of a lot of disagreements that destroy social relationships. Successful communication skills contribute to increasing a person's ability to solve his problems and deal with sudden crises that can meet him, and also have a great role in increasing the strength of his personality and increasing his self-confidence significantly. It plays a big role in planning processes to reach goals of all kinds. It is not possible to achieve human goals without the availability of effective and real communication skills. Stages of acquiring communication skills and effective communication. The stage of unconsciousness and unskillfulness. It is the stage in which a person does not have any real and sincere awareness of the environment in which he lives or surrounds him, and does not have the effective ability to communicate with others, and it can be said that this stage is the one that comes before a person acquires communication and communication skills. The stage of awareness and unskillfulness. This is the stage when a person is able to discover the importance of communication between the individuals around him, without possessing any skill or real and effective communication with them, or that his modest skill that he possesses does not achieve the contact he seeks and wishes for. And here a person begins to understand the importance of communication, and a great desire is generated within him to obtain and possess it. The stage of awareness and skill. At this stage, the individual has learned the skill of communication and is doing everything possible to master the skill and use it in practice when dealing with surrounding people, whether with friends at work or with family members and neighbors. And this stage is also characterized by the fact that a person is very interested in this skill and all its subtleties. The stage of unconsciousness and skill. It is the last stage in which a person reaches the professionalization of the skill of communication and effective communication with others, in a way in which he can practice and use this skill unconsciously and without exerting any effort, because this skill has become an essential and natural part of his daily life. The most important effective communication skills. Communication skills are the abilities that you use when giving and receiving various types of information. And although these skills may be a regular part of your daily working life, communicating in a clear and effective way is a very important and useful skill. The most prominent skills of effective communication are clarity. The speaker must be clear while communicating with others, so as to easily convey his idea, away from ambiguity and camouflage. Brevity and brevity. It is better if the message is concise, away from the use and repetition of phrases that run with the same meaning, without any change in them. Realism. By realism, it means reinforcing the idea and the topic with evidence, proofs, and documents that enhance the effectiveness of positive communication with others and the other party's acceptance of the topic or message. Message format. The sender must be careful to coordinate his message or idea and be careful to arrange them in a coherent way with each other, so that the recipient does not feel distracted and lost. Using the right vocabulary. The sender should use the correct vocabulary while writing or delivering his message, avoiding complex words that may make him fall into the trap of stuttering while reading. Kindness and smile. The sender should choose a nice, tactful, and elegant style while directing his idea or message to others, and he can introduce a sense of humor as a kind of effective means to attract the attention of the other party. Dr. Mohammed Baroom Channel.